Welcome to the Big Gist today. The sole administrator of RiversState, Ibas, said that RiversState have enjoyed peace and safety within the 6 months. Let's listen to what Ibas said.
The Communal Center to give thanks to Almighty God for the peace, safety we have enjoyed in RiversState for the past 6 months. That thanksgiving was significant. It reminded us that without God's grace and the resilience of our people, this journey under my administration would have been impossible. Today's public lecture is more than an intellectual exercise. It is in truth covenant renewal with the people of RiversState, an affirmation that democracy must deliver and that governance must always be rooted in service. Standing before you, I am filled with gratitude and humility. Gratitude for the trust and support you gave me as your administrator, and humility that I was called to serve at such a time, such a defining moment in the history of this great state. When we began this assignment on March 18, 2025, our core mandate was to restore peace and stability. By the grace of God, and with the cooperation of all stakeholders, we have come this far. Most significantly, we peacefully conducted the local government council elections, restoring democratic governance to the grassroots, the level of government closest to the people. Emergency rule was never a choice. It was a necessity forced upon us by insecurity, political impasse, and a breakdown of trust. Yet, in hindsight, it offered us enduring lessons. That peace is priceless. Without security, no other aspiration is possible. That when governance is weakened, opportunism fills the vacuum, endangering lives and livelihoods, and that the indomitable spirit of Rivers people cannot be broken. They endured, they persevered, and have remained steadfast. The stability we have restored is the foundation upon which democracy must now be rebuilt. Our guest speaker has done justice to the theme of the lecture, good governance and democratic dividends. I will not attempt to delve into the subject and distort his well-researched submission. Thank you, Prof. And thank you very much for the beautiful submission. And I may advise that we get copies of his lecture and make sure they go around. My role here, therefore, is to once again offer my sincere gratitude to my dear people of RiversState for all that we have worked hard together to achieve in the last 6 months. The support has been most humbling and overwhelming. I will remain eternally grateful to you all. I plead with you all to rededicate yourselves to our collective destiny, one ordained by God. I charge all of us to place RiversState above personal ambition, to commit to tolerance, forgiveness, and reconciliation, to consciously work at building trust amongst each other, and to ensure that the dividends of democracy reach every household. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, RiversState has been stabilized under extraordinary circumstances. Much remains to be done, but the foundations have been laid. Let's build on it. Let us prove to the world that RiversState, the treasure base of the nation, can also be the model of good governance in Nigeria. May God bless RiversState. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you all.
Definitely, it does not require fight. Your Excellency, please, the company are moving this way. We need impact and the environmental impact assessment to be done. And then it takes off. Your Excellency, too, as soon as that request is made, please let it be accepted and done properly so that the environment, because that's the law. Before you enter into anywhere, before you begin to till all the lands, and definitely you have to do environmental impact assessment. That is necessary. And sometimes we are ignored. That's why I would appeal to our conscience. Please, when we are looking at collective responsibility, don't look at I. It is the objective test that required that time. It is not subjective. I. If it is I, then the environment. Even enemies will come and overrun the environment. Nobody will enjoy the situation. Now, coming back to the main theme, even though we have looked at this generally, is strengthening democratic governance in Nigeria. Lessons from RiversState. Nigerian democracies has faced various challenges and their opportunities for growth and improvement. The recent political development in RiversState highlights the importance of addressing these challenges and good governance. So, key areas to focus on are electoral integrity, enhancing electoral processes in RiversState to ensure free, fair, and credible elections can help build trust in democratic system. This can be achieved through reforms such as improving voter registration. Appeal, please register. Say, why should I register? No, just register first. I will tell you later. Then, increasing transparency in vote counting and ensuring accountability for electoral offices. Political parties and party politics, they should foster a culture of inclusivity. Please don't look at it that only our political parties that can benefit from this. No. Have a sense of inclusivity. One way or the other, people would believe that they can also be part of the success story. Tolerance and respect between political parties in RiversState can promote stability and cooperation. This includes promoting internal party democracy, encouraging diverse representation, and preventing party defections. You can prevent party defections even not by force, but by welcoming all the ideas and trying to also systematize what is happening. Talk to each other, appreciate each other, appeal to each other, and it will make sense. All we need to do is that we must behave in such a way that we can say sorry. The greatest problem of most Nigerians is that nobody wants to say sorry. I've gone to the chief judge before when I felt that, Chief Judge, you are here. When I felt that something was happening, which is not, I said, Chief Judge, I am sorry, but this is what happened. I said, no, that fantastic. And today, myself and Chief Judge, we are doing very well. Chief Judge, it is true. So please learn to say sorry. Sorry does not take anything off from you. But most Nigerians does not want to say sorry. Everybody is bragadoing. What for? If you say sorry, it does not remove you from being who you are. Does not take your professorship. Does not take you from being a judge. Does not take you from being a traditional ruler. Does not take you from being a citizen. Does not take you from being a riversman. This must be done. Let us be able to inculcate the idea of sorry. The problem we have is nobody wants to say sorry. You can say sorry even when you have not committed any offense. If you don't want to say sorry, how about your wife? She will even pretend. As you are entering, she will just frown her face. Say, darling, what happened? Say, no. Okay, sorry. I say, you are not talking. Intra-party democracy. Strengthening inter-party democracy in RiversState can help ensure that parties are representative of their members' interests and values. This involves promoting transparent and accountable parties processes, including primaries and leadership elections, democratic consultation. Building on existing democratic gains and addressing areas for improvement can help consolidate RiversState democracy and promote development in RiversState. This requires a focus on institutional strengthening, transparency, and accountability. Local government now. You know, that is the intent. Local government. When I was young, this is the same strata of government that we see that we don't even believe that the state should overwork themselves. Local government will be in charge of even security outfit, they'll be in charge of even the environment, they'll cut all the grasses by the roadside and all the rest. Or even when people die, the corpse is smelling, or the local government people are there. Today, are we seeing that? Local government is even struggling to even pay salary. As soon as they end in paying salary, I've even had, I don't know how true, it may not be in RiversState, it may be in another state, because Rivers is our own. But let it not be in RiversState. The local government chairman will only come to the secretariat only at the end of the month, and money is shared, and that is the end. That should not happen. Local government should be the reach out to the collective will of the people. Let local government be real local government. That is what it's meant for. Otherwise, why don't you say, okay, scrap local government? If we are not scrapping it, they must work. If they are not working, we must talk. If we talk, they must be able to listen. God bless us. Now, security sector reform. Reforming the security sector in the state and ensuring accountability, professionalism, and respect for human rights is crucial for democratic governance of the state. I'm looking forward to a situation where in the whole of RiversState, the security men will just stay by the side with their vehicles and will not be doing such. Why do I say this? I've delivered lectures at a point in time, and I said we must go digitally. Security is not a question of stop and search. Before the vehicle comes, the system will trigger that vehicle, in fact, it will assess the vehicle, entire vehicle, including the human beings that are there. This can be done. Why don't we invest in it? When we invest in it, that investment would triple the opportunity we will get economically, socially, and all other opportunities. RiversState must invest in digital security. Please and please, I beg all of us. RiversState need digital security. You can include what we have now, so that the police will police well, the army will army well, the Air Force will Air Force well, and the Navy will navigate well. Judicial independence, that is our own constituency. Please, let us have the opportunity for the judges to be happy. I know RiversState is doing well in this regard, but they must do more, especially, most especially to the magistrates. RiversState is one of the best. But as one of the best, the judiciary must also be able to sleep and wake up well. Otherwise, where do we get judgment? And if we don't get judgment, what will happen? It's a question. Somebody says, kill all the judges and see what will happen the following day. If you don't like the judges, kill them. And if you kill them, my Lord, I'm not saying they should kill you. I'm just saying it rhetorically. When they are not there, there's problem. Thomas says, judiciary is the last hope of a common man. Is that what is happening today? And I say, yes. If it's not the last hope, try it. Do something else. But as we are talking, we must build up the judicial system where our judges will have independence. They may hear in judgment deliver, but there is room for opportunity of violence. Not that we will go to the press and begin to say, my Lord is so foolish, I can deliver judgment like that, and all the rest. Please. And then don't also send text messages to threaten the judges. Please. Some of these things put a signal into their minds where they will not be able to do their cases well. And some of you will now say, how many judgments is my Lord? You don't know the level of threat is going through. But that is not to say that my Lord would also not do more. My Lords will also do more. In terms of hearing us, listening to us, sometimes we come to your court and misbehave. So just believe that we are still small children and then accept us as we are. So in other words, there should be opportunity for adequate arbitration also. I am believing, Chief Judge, that they said that the arbitration hall is going to also go in terms of even free services from time. That's another good development. But please, Rivers people, enjoy the opportunity of the arbitration opportunity given by RiversState. It is there, a fantastic building. There, with fantastic people that can also do. We need arbitration more. And this can be done. Our traditional ruler, it does not mean that you should key automatically into this type of arbitration. You have been arbitrating before. Please do more in terms of this arbitration. Now, a call for collective action. Accelerate economic diversification. The Nigerian government, including RiversState, should prioritize economic diversification, investing in sectors like agriculture, just like I mentioned before, especially digital agriculture, technology and services, to reduce reliance on oil revenues. We are hearing that it's drying up, but it will not dry up by the grace of God. But even though it will not dry up, why must we not diversify? Must we just remain with one? Rivers is a blessed land. And so, as blessed as it is, we must utilize it to the fullest. Invest in human capital. Investment in education, healthcare, and skills development can enhance Nigeria's economic capital, driving economic growth and development. Promoting social justice and equality. The government should prioritize social justice and equality, addressing issues like poverty, inequality, and human rights abuses. Should foster economic sustainability by prioritizing environmental sustainability, addressing issues like deforestation, pollution, and climate change. Climate change has been an issue that everybody is discussing and all that. But I have also called this to others, say, once we do climate change, why don't we do climate change as related to rivers? Everybody just saying climate change. With all due respect, until probably I didn't know, but I have not seen where we have done something different by saying climate change as it relates to RiversState. I think that's another area where we have to deeply think and do well in that regards, because it is more affecting Rivers State than even most states of the Federation. There was a time, it even stopped a little bit. You just go by the side of your car, you touch it. You see what they call it. Suit. Thank you, Royal Majesty. Suit. Even when you wear your clothes, you see. Sometimes you breathe it, and you are going to the hospital every day. So we need to really dwell on this area. Everybody is keeping quiet. I've not seen anybody thinking that this has caused problem. You see people in the hospital, and they are sick, and it's traced to this particular issue, and nobody's talking about it. Please, regardless of our differences, let's talk about it. This is something that pertains to Rivers State. Because the more you're able to solve some of these issues, the more better security you find yourself. But if we pretend that it is not happening, it continues. Say, well, it's not happening in my own area. It's happening in the other area. Even when rain falls, you see that when you place bowl on it, the kind of water you see, and that's the kind of water some of our people drink. Up to now, it's also percolate to the ground, and you do borehole. If it's not well done, what will happen? Some have only well, some even have streams or rain or even seawater to drink. We must go into this and make people to be happy. So in other words, we have individual and collective responsibility. All of us have to do, stay informed, promote, participate in decision making as an individual, promote social justice, take care of the environment, even personally. We should not just, as rain falls, some people will all be carrying and dumping onto the gutter, and the gutter is poor. Some of these things we definitely. We are not saying that you are seeing it, and as you are seeing it, you must stop it. If you are unable to stop it, please give that job to those who can stop it. If you think that it does not affect you, it will definitely affect you. If it does not affect you, it will affect your relations. This is not too good for us to utilize. We must take care of the environment. This is becoming too much. Sometimes when you go on the street, even those within who are supposed to come and take the deaths away, you see pile up of death, as if they have done a flower, as if they are receiving somebody. You turn the whole of that base that divides the road, as if it's a flower garden. It line up with deaths. That is not too good to our environment. So it's a collective responsibility which we must do. Work together, collaborate, have collective action, share responsibility, and then we build a future that will be so good to ourselves. Having said this, before I will round up my lecture, it's better that I will also speak on this e-security. Nigeria has taken significant steps to enhance the e-security framework. It's high time the country continues to prioritize this effort, regardless of the cost. Here are some key. Before I said it, I was made to understand that as you are going through the sea, the Navy, when they are on the road, as soon as you come, they capture you. They have they capture you before allowing you to move. And that has put paid a little bit. And there are so many of these numbers on the sea now. It has reduced sea piracy and all the problems on the sea. We are not saying that it has successfully been okay, but we can improve. So if you do more improvement, as soon as the boats are coming, you have the gadget that can screen everybody in that boat. There's no all this security problem. That's why I say this e-security is necessary. If no state is doing it, because I know that Delta State are keen to it, and we have congratulated them when, after we have delivered our lecture in it, Delta State asked for paper, we send it to them. Delta State has added that flair to it a little bit. I believe that Rivers State can also do better. But Rivers State should do better than any of the states. Please, e-security is necessary. We cannot continue with this kind of security of stop and search and all the rest. You need e-security, which is digital. Existing law regulation like cybercrime, Nigeria Data Protection Act, Nigeria Cyber Security should also be improved upon. We have also written how they can be able to annex that. Implementing challenges, there should be effective implementation, capacity building, international regulation. The political class and peace building in Nigeria. The political class in Nigeria plays a crucial role in promoting peace and stability, which are essential for national development. Here are some key points to consider. Importance of peace. National development will be sustained. You have stability and security once there's peace, and then you gain economically. So many people will be ready to come. There's a time when, unless you get to RiversState, you are not in Nigeria. Why must everybody now think that they must not get to RiversState? If you don't get to RiversState, we were in London, we were in US, they will just say, do you know RiversState? They say, yeah, notice, and they will now see you as an important Nigerian. They don't even ask for, do you know Lagos State data? Then when we are doing our service about a year or 2 or 3, that time my friends will come from Lagos. They will come and bubble in RiversState on Sunday evening or Sunday evening or Monday morning. They take off to Lagos again. That's Lagos. They are coming to RiversState to enjoy. Why are we not seeing that enjoyment again? Rivers, let us build this enjoyment. Now you see, you have cooperation and collaborations. You have a constructive engagement. All these must be imbibed in it. Ladies and gentlemen, let me conclude so that I will not bore you with most of it. Nigerian democracy and good governance journey has made significant progress, but there is still room for improvement. By building on existing strengths and addressing areas for growth, Nigeria can further consolidate its democratic gains and promote good governance, including RiversState. This will require sustained effort to strengthen democratic institutions, promote transparency and accountability, and empower citizens with a focus on inclusive governance, youth empowerment, and strategic partnership. Nigeria can unlock its full potential and drive economic growth, stability, and prosperity for all its citizens. Now, this I decided to go poetically. And I want everybody to please listen poetically. Rivers of blood, rivers of pains. I'm not abusing RiversState, please count me out of it. A state torn apart, a people's cry in vain for calm and for rest, for an end to strife and a chance to be blessed. Let's sit our swords and join hands. Right for peace is what we need. To shine with all our might. No more division. No more hate and fear. Let's work together to bring peace near and here. With every step, with every breath, we will strive for unity. And I have told you, please, pardon me, we that I'm using is because I'm a Rivers man. We will strive for unity and a brighter development. No more rivers of blood. You see how I've changed it now. No more rivers of blood. No more pains. Just peace alone. Love alone. And harmony that remains. We will rise above our differences and stand as one. For peace is what we need to have fun as we used to enjoy that time. Traditional rulers will invite us, we will drink, we will take every enjoyment. If there's anything, once I go home, they'll say, Rivers man, you have come. And I try to even wear that clothes. I enjoy wearing it, different ones. Rivers of fun. Let me take that again, because I enjoy it, and I believe that you also enjoy it. We will rise above our differences and stand as one. For peace is what we need to have fun. I'm not saying we should not work, but after working, good things to enjoy. RiversState, a place of beauty and might. Let's bring peace to our land and shine with delight. That's main point for peace. Unity. Let's stand together, putting aside our differences. 2, dialogue. We need to talk to understand each other's perspectives. 3, respect for each other's rights and freedoms. 4, forgiveness. Let's forgive and move forward for peace. And then lastly, development. Peace will bring progress and growth on our state